Hi, this is Mrs. Frangiosa coming to you today to talk a little bit about how to write a friendly letter. So the first thing you need to write a friendly letter is stationery or just a regular piece of paper, an envelope, and something to write with. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to write a letter to our principal, Dr. Marino. So I'm going to set up my phone here so that you can see it. All right, so I'm going to open this up. When I do my writing, I want to make sure that I have a greeting. So I'm going to start off with dear. See, can you see that there? There we go. Dear, and I'm going to address it to Dr. Marino. Dr. Marino. And I would put a comma after that. This helps for me to know who I'm writing to. Dear Dr. Marino. Now I'm going to write something to her. Now usually in a friendly letter you want to ask a question or you want to give a statement. I think I'm going to ask Dr. Marino how she is doing. So I'm going to start right under the R for dear. I'm going to ask her how she is doing. How are you? Question mark. I want to make sure to put spaces between my words and put my punctuation at the end so that the person reading the letter understands what it is that I am writing. So now let's add some more information here. I've already given my introduction and I'm asking her a question and then I'll answer my own question. So if I ask her how she is doing, I will tell her how I am doing. I am doing well. All right, so now I want to get into the body of my letter. I did a little bit of an introduction here, asking how she's doing and telling her how I'm doing. Now I'm going to give her a little bit of detail. I'm teaching students how to write a friendly letter. And a friendly letter means that it's a letter that's going to somebody who knows you and you know them. It gives you a little bit less formal of a format, and it also is a little bit more laid back in its approach. It's not like I'm writing a letter to the President of the United States or I'm writing a letter to somebody for a job opportunity. This is to somebody who I am familiar with, Dr. Marino, and I'm asking personal questions like how she is doing, and then I'm giving her the body of my writing. I'm teaching students how to write a friendly letter. Now, I will say that having a comment in your letter is always a nice thing to do. So I'm teaching students how to write a friendly letter. My personal thought on this is I love to get mail. I think it's so much fun to get mail in the mailbox. So I'm going to add that in. I love to get mail. And I'll ask her if she does too. Don't you? Now, if I want for my friend to write back to me, then I have to include that in my letter. If I'm not asking any questions, it's a little bit difficult for somebody to respond. So I've asked Dr. Marino 2 questions. How is she doing? And does she like getting mail? So I'm going to conclude my letter after I've done my introduction and my body. Now I'm going to conclude my letter by maybe asking for her to do something. I love to get mail, don't you? Now I'm going to ask her to do something for me. Please write back and tell me, and maybe I'm going to ask her to tell me what she's been doing since we've been out of school. So please write back and tell me what you have been doing. Try to hold that still there. All right, so now Dr. Marino has a reason to write back to me. I've asked her 3 questions. How is she doing? Does she like getting mail? And I'd like to know what she's doing. Now that I've finished writing my letter, I'm going to go right underneath the H in how and bring my pencil all the way down, and I'm going to put down my closing. Because I know Dr. Marino and I've worked with her for a long time, I'm going to put down love. But I could also put down from, or yours truly, or kindly, or sincerely. But because Dr. Marino is my principal and a friend, I'm going to put down love, and then I'm going to put down my name, Mrs. Frangiosa. All right, so I've done my friendly letter. I have my greeting, I have my introduction, I've got the body, and then a conclusion. And my send-off is saying love and Mrs. Frangiosa. Something else I like to do on my letters is to put the date. So today is 3/25/20. That way, if Dr. Marino finds this letter in her drawer 10 years from now, she'll look at this and say, oh, wasn't it nice that Mrs. Frangiosa wrote me a letter? And now it is ready to go into the envelope. So why don't you write a letter? Pick somebody you're interested in writing to and put some questions for that person and maybe a call to action, what you'd like for them to do, and send it out. See how they like it. Thanks so much for watching.